Another tragedy has struck the funeral of Kenya's opposition leader, Raila Odinga. Dozens have been injured, many of them seriously. In a stampede at Nairobi's Nyayo Stadium, where crowds had rushed for Odinga's state funeral. The images from the funeral venue show the chaos which ensued as many people were crushed in a stampede-like situation and they had difficulty breathing after being crushed in the push to reach Odinga's coffin. And earlier, the state funeral in Nairobi's Nyayo Stadium, the Kenyan military personnel were seen escorting the coffin carrying Odinga's body. Odinga's trademark hat was placed on top of the coffin, which was wrapped in the Kenyan flag. And just a day before, chaos had ensued at the public viewing of Odinga's body as the mourners attempted to breach the secure areas. 3 people were shot dead and several others were injured as security forces fired to control the crowd. The witnesses say that chaos hit pretty fast. And in the rush, people trampled each other and a stadium filled with grief became a bit of a battle zone. Now, Odinga's arrival had been heralded with ceremonial water cannon salutes at the airport, but the mood turned pretty raw. The mourners walked alongside the hearse from the runway demanding for access, and when they reached the stadium, control snapped. For many Kenyans, the violence is bitterly symbolic. Odinga was more than an opposition leader. He was a voice for the democratic struggle, a unifier across tribes and political divides. His death at 80 while in medical care in India has sparked the outpouring of grief and deep fractures in Kenya's public order. And our correspondent Louisa Olani has sent us this report. Listen in.
Kenya held a solemn state funeral Friday for former Prime Minister Raila Odinga at Nyayo National Stadium in Nairobi, drawing thousands of mourners amid heavy security following Thursday's tragic crowd violence. The event, declared a public holiday, featured full military honors, with Odinga's flag-draped coffin arriving in a ceremonial procession led by uniformed officers. Attendees waved white handkerchiefs, chanted political slogans meaning Raila, don't sleep, the struggle continues, and sang tribute to his role as a democracy advocate and a father of Kenyan multi-party politics. President William Ruto, who appeared emotional during the viewing, joined regional leaders in paying respect. Mourners, many carrying national flags, portraits and mourning symbols like palm fronds, filled the stadium from as early as 7 a.m., reflecting on Odinga's legacy of fighting greed, dishonesty and injustice. However, the day was marred by chaos. Several people were injured in a stampede at the venue, as reported by local media, adding to the grief from Thursday's police firing that killed mourners during a public viewing. Odinga's body, after today, will then travel to Western Kenya, his family's home region, where more huge crowds are expected on Saturday before a private burial service in his hometown on Sunday. From Lagos, Nigeria, Louisa Olaniyi, WION World is One.